Let's take it back to the summer of 2026. Because the numbers don't lie and the numbers just landed. Trump panics his approval rating craters far worse than Nixon ever saw. That's not a headline for shock value. That's the actual math coming out of the polling desks right now. The Washington Post has him underwater by 24, 25 points. CNBC has him at -19, and when you average it all out, the man is sitting at -22 net approval. Let that sink in for a second, because -22 isn't just a bad number, it's a number with history behind it. Go back to Obama, second term, same point in the calendar, -8. Go back to George W. Bush, second term, same stretch of the clock. -20 Trump is sitting below both of them, worse than the Iraq war years, worse than the financial crash hangover. This is a president underwater deeper than the two men who came before him at this exact moment in their presidencies. And that's not spin, that's Harry Enten reading the aggregate on national television. Now here's where the story gets real, independents. The people who don't wear a team jersey, the people who swing the elections, they got Trump at -45 points underwater. That number doesn't come from nowhere. That's the same neighborhood as Nixon during Watergate, when tapes were leaking and the walls were closing in on the Oval Office. We're talking about a modern-day approval collapse. That's knocking on the door of one of the most infamous political falls in American history. So how did we get here? Rewind the tape. Prices at the grocery store still biting, gas still stinging the wallet, a war overseas that never fully cooled down, tension in the Strait of Hormuz still simmering in the background of every news cycle. Add in the Epstein file still trailing him like a shadow that won't leave, and you've got a perfect storm brewing right under the flagpole of the White House lawn. And Trump, instead of sitting with it, instead of adjusting course, Trump panics. Not in the movie sense, not the dramatic collapse on the floor kind of panic. Real panic, posts firing off at odd hours, rallies leaning harder into old talking points instead of new answers. MAGA influencers scrambling to change the subject, cutting new clips, spinning new narratives, trying to patch a hole that keeps getting bigger with every fresh poll that drops. Meanwhile, out in New Hampshire, you've got Congressman Chris Pappas stepping into the ring for a Senate run against John Sununu, standing on stages, talking healthcare, talking tariffs, talking about the actual cost of living that's squeezing families from Manchester to Nashua. That's the contrast right there. One side buried in bad numbers and defensive posts, the other side out shaking hands and talking policy. Here's the history lesson wrapped inside the headline. Presidents don't fall from grace overnight. Nixon didn't wake up one morning at rock bottom. It built week by week, tape by tape, headline by headline, until the ground gave out from under him. What we're watching now with Trump isn't a single bad poll. It's a pattern. Washington Post, CNBC, the national average. 3 different measuring sticks, same story being told 3 different ways. And that's the soul of this story right here. It's not about one number on one night. It's about a slow erosion of trust playing out in real time, tracked, measured, and confirmed by pollster after pollster, network after network. Trump panics his approval rating craters far worse than Nixon ever saw. Say it slow, because every word in that sentence is backed by a real poll, a real analyst, and a real moment in American political history unfolding right in front of us. History remembers the numbers. History remembers the pattern. And right now, the pattern is writing itself in real time. One poll at a time, one panic post at a time, while the country watches the approval rating keep sinking lower than the presidents who came before him ever fell.